So hello there. You know, I have really been thinking. I was off social media for just about the month of October, and just really just thinking about things that has been going on in the world. And I don't know if you all have noticed, but what I've noticed is that there has been a lot of people like dying of cancer and sickness and diseases. And I was wondering, I'm like, why is this happening? So of course we all gonna die. That's a given. But at the same time, I've always felt that we are not meant to die of no sickness or disease. I just always felt that way. So I thought about it. I'm like, God, what is the root cause of, of sickness and diseases? And I realized that the root cause of sickness and diseases is unforgiveness, hate, and jealousy. I realized that we are living in a world where, of course, if you've been, like abused or, molested, it's a lot of people don't talk about that. And so when you don't talk about that, that's when depression sets in because, I don't want to say, I say my parents' generation, and like say my grandparents' generation, if Uncle Tommy did something wrong, you swept it under the rug, you didn't talk about it. And when you don't talk about things like that, not only are you wounded, you kept it in. And by you keeping it in and not talking to anybody, and you have to realize too, forgiveness, people think I'm not going to forgive because of what this person did to me. I expect a sorry before, I'm going to forgive them. I expect a sorry before, so I can get closure. But you have to realize you may never get a sorry from the person that has done you wrong. Forgiveness is for you. Think about it. Think about all your family members. How many family members have died of cancer or sickness or disease? How many? Just think about it. Now think about how many family members that you have that would not talk to you or would not talk to any of their other family members because of something that happened 2 days ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 years ago, 20 years ago. Or how about the person can hate you so bad you don't even know what they're hating on you about, and they're not talking. These things are the root causes of sickness and diseases. Bitterness. You could be bitter about something. Forgiveness is for you. It's like when you don't forgive somebody, you letting that person control how you feel. As that saying goes, you letting them live rent-free in your mind. And so you carrying all that person just, they're going about their business. They may not have known they hurt you, or they may have known they hurt you. But you keep going. You may say, well, Benita, have you forgiven anybody? Have you been through anything? Yes, I have. And honestly, it is by God's grace who taught me how to forgive. Because I'm going to tell you something. When I was an unforgiving person, I was a depressed person. A lot of people didn't know that, but I hid it very well. Only person that knew really was just God. But I hid it well. But I got tired. I got tired of, being mean. Some people would say I'm mean. And I know some that know me say, but Benita is so sweet. I was mean, child. That was a hateful little thing. And it's just, I got tired of that. And so, it's a process. You may not be able to forgive overnight, but it's a process. But learn it. Learn how to forgive. I did. That person that hurt me now, if I see them, I speak. say hello, and keep going. Because they control that. I plan to live a sickness and disease-free life. And so should you. And so should you. Now you may say, well, that person that I know that may have passed over sickness or disease, they didn't have any of those things. But are you sure they didn't? We are living in a world where we have a lot of people carrying around mother wounds and father wounds. And what I mean by that is that the mother or the father could have treated the child just bad. What I mean by that is like showing favoritism towards the child, letting the child get away with a lot of stuff, just being abusive, just hitting the child for no reason. Some of them, you look like the child could look just like the daddy, and the mama can't stand the daddy, so they take it out on the child. Or the father, the father can't stand the mother, or maybe been abused or something like that. That's what I mean by mother and father wounds. So, it is very, very, very imperative to forgive. These are the root cause. And, just thinking about it, when I look back on my family life, we have buried a lot of people that died of cancer. And if you have a family member that may be in remission, or it came back and it came back aggressively, how is your heart? How is that person's heart? Is that person bitter? That person angry? Is that person not talking to their mom or dad? You got to realize that stuff, that carries consequences. You know what I'm saying? To your body. If you're pregnant and you can't stand somebody, don't you know that will carry on to your seed? It did for me. I had hate in my heart. Carried on to my son. I'm just being real, y'all. We really do need to talk about, these things. It's just like how Jamil said, you need a couch. Talk to somebody. Purge those feelings out. Purge all those unforgiveness and the bitterness and the hate and the jealousy and all that. Because this is the world, the kind of world that we are living in now. And we really need to let all that go. This is the root cause of everything. Do a heart check. That person, you can't act, and ask God to help you with this. Ask him to, God, show me how to forgive this person. Show me how to forgive. Show me how to forgive myself. That's what I had to do. If he could deliver me, surely he could do it for you. You know what I'm saying? If we can think about it like this, if we can go to God and we can repent, it's just like what Tiffany made a great analogy on it last night. But if you go to God and you ask God, well, God, I repent. I ask for forgiveness of what I did, or blah, 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 blah. And he will forgive. It will be a clean slate. He won't even look at that. So if he can do that, why can't we do that when we say forgive? If we say, I forgive you, but I never forget, you never forgave. So you're going to replay that hurt all over again of what that person did to you. So how are you forgiving if you say you'll never forget? You can easily forget. Everything is a mind thing. So you can forget by not even thinking about it. And even if it tries to creep up in your mind, remember, our words are powerful. You can just say, I'm not even going to think about that, and keep it moving. People, learn to forgive. Purge off from that hate, the jealousy, the envy, all of that, the unforgiveness. Forgiveness is for you. Trust me when I say you will feel a whole lot better, and you will feel a weight lifted up when you let go of it all fully. Be blessed, fam.